Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here for this one. What I'm doing for this video is going to be an album review. Halsey's latest album, Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, here it is, had to go buy it, is out in stores now. It got released today, June 2nd, if you're watching this later than today. And I've been a fan of Halsey for years now, before anybody knew who she was. I've been a fan since Ghost came out about 4 or 5 years ago, and then of course Room 93 came out, then Badlands, and now her sophomore studio album, Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. So excited. Love the cover art. It's a yellow album, as you guys see. Kind of disappointed in the booklet because there's not that many pictures, and I know there's probably so many good pictures from this photo shoot. Also, she writes all of her own music and is very inclusive in the process of making her music, which I admire so much. We're gonna go track by track and talk about it and kind of talk about my favorite songs, least favorite, best lyrics, all that fun stuff. It is completely my opinion. You don't have to agree, but if you do, that's awesome. Let's get into a track by track discussion. Okay, so since this is like a conceptual album, which, by the way, I'm a huge fan of conceptual albums. I love Toblo's Ladywood and her album before that, Queen of the Clouds. Those are also conceptual albums and two of my favorite albums in the entire world. So this one starts with the prologue, which is basically her reading the beginning of the script from Romeo and Juliet, which leads into like this synthy pop sound with like some vocal effects on her voice to begin the album, which is really cool, really moody, kind of like a dark pop sound, which if I could describe this album, it probably would be like a dark pop, which is obsessed. And then we go into 100 Letters, and this one introduces you to like a very vulnerable character. She also gets nostalgic in this song and thinks about past lovers, and then of course starting this new love with this new person. And then we go into Eyes Closed, which most of us have heard. She has released it as a promotional single, and The Weeknd co-wrote this one with her, which you can tell it's very Weeknd vibes. It even sounds kind of like the Weeknd music, which I'm 100% a fan of. She kind of got inspired by his music, his lyrics, and you can definitely tell in this one. And then we go straight into Heaven in Hiding, which is an amazing track. When I heard this one, I truly fell on the floor. Like, the lyrics, the sound, the freaking chorus is absolutely insane. Her voice in this one is super raspy, super raw. It will literally save your life when you hear this. And then we go into Alone. This one doesn't really sound like something that she would do, which is why I like it. It sounds very vintage, very, very cool. It's basically a don't fall in love with me song because I'm literally batshit crazy. And then we go into Now or Never, which I'm sure all of us have heard that one. It's on the radio now. I honestly, when I heard this, did not think it was going to be radio friendly, but it reminded me of Needed Me by Rihanna, which a lot of people compare these two songs together. Love the lyrics, love the sound. Very simple sound, so you focus more on the lyrics and the voice, which is, I think, what she really wants to do with this album. And then we get into the saddest song on the album. I'm a sucker for a sad pop song. Sorry is very sad, very vulnerable. Has lyrics like, someone will love you, but that someone isn't me. I hear her say that, my heart literally falls out onto the floor. I have chill bumps all over my body. It is absolutely an incredible song. You can literally hear the agony and the sadness in her voice, which is why I really love her, because she puts so much raw emotion into her songs, and this one is literally no exception. And then we get into the second interlude and the last interlude of the album. It's called Good Morning, and this one is very, very eerie, very, very dark. I'm a real big fan, like I said, of interludes because it really helps the story of a conceptual album flow. The last part of the album, which is kind of like okay, she fell in love with this guy, went through this whole situation, and now he screwed her over and she feels like a bad bitch. And you definitely get those, hard vibes from the last half of this album, which I'm obviously so here for. And I feel like this part of the album is where she metaphorically wakes up and realizes, okay, I don't need this man, I don't need this girl. I'm about to be a strong, independent woman on my flippin' own. Lie is the next song after Good Morning, which has Quavo in it. Halsey's basically rapping on this one, which is so hot. I love it. Next is Waltz Could Talk. Next is Waltz Could Talk, and I think everyone will agree with me when I say that this song should have been longer. This song is absolutely incredible. The lyrics, the sound, everything. I love this one. It's really short and I am so sad. Then we get into Bad at Love, which basically serves as the I don't care who you are, man, woman, you're not gonna tell me who I am and what I want to do with my life. And that's what she's saying in this one, and I am I'm dead. I'm dead on the floor. This one kills. It freaking kills. And this one's also saying that if love gets in her way and tries to change her, she's not having it. Don't Play is after Bad at Love. And this one most definitely serves as an empowerment anthem, female empowerment anthem at that. At this point in the album, I was like, like, what is she doing to me? She's like giving me all these emotions and making me feel this type of way, and I'm like, God, Halsey, what are you doing to me? Strangers is after this one, and we've heard that one too. It's featuring Lauren from Fifth Harmony. Have an incredible chemistry on this song. It seems real because Lauren's bisexual, Halsey's bisexual, so it just kind of works. They're singing about a love with a girl. So I think that is so awesome that Halsey is putting this kind of song on her record, because at this time I feel like we really do need that. Angel on Fire is next, and it's another sad song, but it has a more upbeat sound to it. It doesn't seem as sad, but the lyrics are like some real shit. Devil in Me is next, and it is the longest song on the album at like 4 minutes and something. The rest of the songs are like 3:30 and under, which I think is really good, helps an album flow. I think this one gives you a look into how Halsey's like feeling with the creative process and with love and with life and how people are treating her. She definitely talks a lot about how she feels inside. It is called Devil in Me, so also about, I feel like, anger issues and stuff like that, which I think is very personal and very cool for an artist to put on the album. We then end the album with a song called Hopeless, which was produced by Cashmere Cat, and honestly, when I found out it was produced by him, I kind of already knew what it was gonna sound like. I love Cashmere songs, but truly they all sound the same. I feel like she could have had a stronger end to the album. Not that this song isn't strong, but it isn't as loud or as strong as I think that it should end in a way. At the end of the album, the star-crossed lovers love obviously comes to an end, and I think that this album shows the journey through the love and what the love did to her personally and how it made her feel and how it made her come out as a stronger individual at the end of it. I really admired this album, and just because it is so vulnerable and it is so conceptual and you feel so involved when listening to it, because it is also like raw and so real, and that's one reason why I completely love her. Okay, so now that we've had the track by track discussion, I want to get into the ones I love the most. My favorites from the album are Heaven in Hiding, Don't Play, Bad at Love, and Sorry. Those are my 4 favorites on the entire album. I love them all, don't get me wrong, but those ones, when I heard them, I was just like, yes, like, oh my god, like, yes, you're killing me. I also went to Instagram and posted on my story and asked my followers which songs from the album they like the most. I'm gonna pick some of those and read them now. Okay, Carly Smith says Lie or Heaven in Hiding. Good choices, Carly. Zach Shaw says 100 Letters. Nate Treb says his favorite is Sorry. And Claire Rollins says her favorite is either 100 Letters or Don't Play. Claire, we are the same person. Matt Wadlow says Fifth Harmony Down. I also got another one. The Bang & Bow said Buy Down on iTunes. That's a new song by Fifth Harmony. Sam Allen said Angel on Fire is my shit. George Fabian says Strangers. George, I'm not sure that you actually listened to the whole album. I don't believe you. Shraddy P, Peyton Newland says, Hiding in Heaven, Bad at Love, Strangers, and Walls Could Talk. Good choices. That is what some of my Instagram followers said were their favorite from the album, so. The ones that I think would go best on radio, and that maybe that she should choose for like single choices, would be Bad at Love. I can totally see that one on radio. And I also think that Strangers would also sound awesome on radio. I think it's very radio friendly. Very catchy chorus, nice verses, as well as Eyes Closed. I think that one would also do pretty good on radio. Best lyrics. I'm gonna have to say Sorry, Don't Play, Angel on Fire, 100 Letters, and Alone. Those ones have the best lyrics on the album. When I say best lyrics, I mean like I can connect with them the most, they feel the most real, and I truly appreciate her because I know that she completely writes this on her own, and that makes me love them even more. The ones with the best sounds. Okay. The best sound on the album, to me, is Don't Play. When I hear that, I literally want to get up, I want to go burn the town down, I want to go beat some walls down, I want to go punch someone in the face, I want to cry, I want to yell, I want to scream. I love the sound of that one. It's absolutely incredible. Probably my favorite on the album. I hate picking favorites on albums, but it's probably my favorite one. Eyes Closed, Heaven in Hiding, Bad at Love, and Walls Could Talk I also have as best sound on the album. And now for my least favorites. My least favorites are at the end of the album. I don't care for these as much. I probably would skip them. I still love them. Don't get me wrong, I love all of them. But I would definitely skip Devil in Me and Angel on Fire. Okay, so overall this album is a piece of art, people. It is art. I honestly did not think Halsey could top Room 93. I'm gonna be honest. And then she put out Badlands and I was shook to the most shooketh extremes, and then I was like, there's no way she could top Badlands. Like, this album is pop, alternative, indie masterpiece. There's no way she could even top it. She released Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, and I'm done. I'm over it. I don't know if she can top this one. She probably can. Let me know what your favorite songs are from this album, or least favorites. I would love to have a convo with you guys about this album, and if you disagree with me or agree with me, let me know, because Like I said, I want to talk about it. But yeah, go listen to this album, go cry, go dance, go scream, go yell, go set fire to something. I don't care, it's so good. Just go listen to it. So if you have Spotify, go check it out. Apple Music, go check it out. If you have iTunes, go buy it. Or go to the store and buy it, be old school like me. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you like this review, and make sure you guys also subscribe to my channel. I would be so in love with you if you did. Much love to you guys, and I will be back very soon. Mwah. You're the one! Yes! Yeah! Ow! I just fell.